Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump, lit,
What's up, Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
We walk
Hey,
around
Rashad.
the tape and stuff like that. This is the last thing. I didn't even put this down. You know what I'm saying? On in the little title and stuff like that. It's just on my saw, and I wanted to discuss it. Look at religion, various beliefs, different systems, but they're all the same in gaining followers. 100%. That's a great example. Zero. Great example, bro. So yeah. But okay, so I wanted to this is from the Sheryl Swoopes podcast. Shouts out, I believe her name is Jordan, like Jordan Robinson. Shout out to Jordan Robinson. And she's the co-host of the Sheryl Swoopes podcast. I'm not that tapped in with the pod. I'm not even gonna hold you and cap you down and I watch the pod every week. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I seen this clip and I seen the title, the caption on the title, and I wanted to watch it because I thought it was very interesting and I had a good point to make about it. So I'll just watch it first and we'll go next.
This week is really easy for me. I am giving a big bouquet to the one and only double queen herself, Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
For not that I need a reason, but I got lots of them. First of all, her season did not start off the way she wanted it to. And everybody was coming for her left and right. And, like they still do. And I just love how she just blocked out the noise and is doing what she does best. And that's just hooping, like scoring, rebounding, being the great angel that she is. 8 double-doubles in a row, Jordan. In a row.
Hard to do.
What?
Hard to do.
And on top of that, can we say, I believe this is correct, only the second Black woman to grace the cover of NBA 2K 2026.
Well, they just started putting women on the cover of 2K a few years ago. And this is the second straight year that she's done that, where 8+ games in a row of double-doubles. It's insane. She's only been in the league 2 years. Like, what the heck? Generational talent, dog.
I do believe.
Third.
The third? Oh, Candace,
Asia.
Zero says she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still, right?
Still
I
a
love
great
that.
accomplishment.
It just started. No.
Yes.
And then I guess all of that coming out at the same time as her signature shoe is released. Angel,
it's probably been like Zero says she lost all credibility. It's probably been, just for the sake of the context, it's probably been more Black women on the cover of 2K26 than white women. Like, I think I only know Sabrina Ionescu as the only white woman off top that I know that was on the cover of 2K. Now I want to look at it. Now, see. I want to look at it real quick. I know. Let me see. Okay. So here we go for the Legends edition or whatever. We got Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu. So that's 3 compared to Candace Parker, Asia Wilson, and Angel Reese. So it's 3-3. So it's been the same amount, right? Unless somebody else has been on the cover. But I believe those are all the covers. So it's been 3 Black women, 3 white women. And it was 2 white women on 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if you would count that as, you know what I'm saying? All right, anyways.
You are doing big things, sis. We see you. We appreciate you. Keep doing you, because there are so many people out here that love and appreciate you more than you know. So congrats to you, Angel.
So here
Love.
So here we go. This is the reason why I brought this up, is because of what Zero just said. And this caption. Be a Sheryl always, constantly and uplifting and giving praise to Angel. That wasn't the case. This is why I wanted to bring this up. I think this is important to bring up because Sheryl had equal smoke for Caitlin Clark that she does for Angel Reese. People don't remember that. I remember. I was there because I felt like I had a similar type of opinion and I was getting the same type of comments back when they were in college, their senior years. Caitlin had a turnover she had this thing where she was turnover. kind of inefficient shooting that people will call out, including myself, right? Going into the WNBA. Angel's thing was, okay, she's hooping and she's dominating down low on the post against all these college kids, but against like someone like Aaliyah Boston, she kind of struggled a little bit against like bigger centers and bigger, you know what I'm saying, bigs. She struggled. She didn't really get her own because she's kind of undersized as a five. She played five at LSU and things of that sort. She played a lot of five. I know she had LaDeja Williams and everything like that. And I'm trying to think of who else that she had at the five her next season at LSU. But a lot of times she would play five, and she was just kind of undersized at that position. So I was like, okay, going into the W, the girls are bigger. You're going to have to develop a jump shot because you aren't as big to so you know what I'm saying? So you could play kind of mid-range in as opposed to starting off in the post. You're not big enough for that. You need to get a jump shot. People call me a hater. People call me a hater with Caitlin. Same thing. Oh, Caitlin is good. Mind you, I'm like one of the first people who reacted to Caitlin. Anyways, that's a whole different thing. That's what Sheryl Swoopes said. People call Sheryl Swoopes a hater against the new school, Caitlin and Angel. What happened was Angel had a talk with Sheryl. They had a talk, everything like that. Angel took heed to it, and she took it as just basketball. I felt like Caitlin's fan base took what Sheryl was saying as racism. And it became a don't be a Sheryl. They wearing the shirts at the Iowa game, don't be a Sheryl. And it became a race thing with them. And the Caitlin fans continued to run with it as a race thing. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was like, okay, this is your basketball critiques. Okay, bet. Same thing with Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie sat her down. She said, hey, girl, you got to make more layups. Like, it's ridiculous how many layups you miss. And what Angel do? Okay, I received that. Thank you, Lisa. She worked with Lisa. And you see now she done flipped her season around. Lisa Leslie front courtside at the games. She should have got a job over the offseason, but hopefully now after this turnaround, kind of turnaround from Angel Reese and surge from Angel Reese gets her a job for next season. I felt like Angel received that criticism in a different way, and she understood that it was just basketball. And now Sheryl Swoopes is uplifting Angel Reese. However, I will say this, Zero. I'll agree with you on this standpoint. I feel like sometimes Sheryl in the past has gone over the top with the Caitlin criticism because of Caitlin's fans' reaction to her initial, critiques of Caitlin. And that has been just, okay, y'all doing the most now. And I definitely think there's some media members who have kind of fallen into that trap of you going into battle with Caitlin Clark fans. And now because of that, you're overcompensating with your critiques of Caitlin Clark, of like discrediting her. Like Caitlin Clark was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, for example. Say like last season, she did that a lot. Eastern Conference Player of the Month. The only player in the league to do 30 points and 10 assists in 5 games, stuff like that, right? I don't know if those are real stats. I'm just giving examples, right? And you discrediting it. Arike did it too. Jewel Lloyd did it too. Like, I'm saying? You're doing that discredited and you going over the top to discredit her just because you're at war online with Caitlin Clark fans. That's unfair. That's not cool. I don't think it's cool. I think that's unfair. And that's where a lot of people say, like, okay, you prejudice, you racial. Woo, 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 woo. However, I don't think it would have even got to this point of Sheryl versus the Caitlin Clark fans if Caitlin Clark fans would have took her initial criticism for what it was, which was just basketball, bro. It started off as just a basketball take, and people took it as prejudice and ran with it. Those two fan bases and two people, they took it two separate ways. Angel took it as constructive criticism. She went around, worked on her game, and got better. And you see the results. And now Sheryl Swoopes is praising her. I feel like that's fair because she hated on them at the same time initially. Zero said the critiques of Clark by Swoopes was because she was focused on skin color and said a bunch of inaccurate stuff in this debate. The first one was like, oh yeah. When she said Caitlin Clark had been in college for 6 years, she ain't the real collegiate all-time scorer. 100%. But I'm talking about my critiques, and I felt like she said the things about Angel and Caitlyn at the same time. Like that's how all of this started. It was on the Gills Arena. Sheryl got that hate from. I remember that. She said, ain't Caitlyn didn't it take her 6 college seasons to get this scoring record? She ain't the real scoring champion. I remember now. I ain't gonna lie. So, but in terms of like what I said, my perspective of I talked about Caitlyn's turnovers and her inefficiency, like with shooting sometimes, of like she can have bad shooting nights a lot of times. She can have a lot of turnovers sometimes. I felt like I was getting a lot of that criticism back in Iowa her senior year going into the WNBA. And I was doing the same thing with Angel, and I was getting a lot of, you know what I'm saying, backlash from the Angel fans too. But it's like now I'm saluting Angel for playing well, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing. It's a weird dynamic, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Her critiques were valid. It was Gil's Arena that got her to hate. Yeah. Yeah, that 6 years thing, people were hanging on to that, bro. You got to be on point when you say stuff, dog. You just got to be on point when you say stuff, for real, for real. Like you got to, you know what I'm saying, fact check, because the internet will fact check for you. I agree with about Clark's turnovers. So yeah, you just got to, you know, you can't just be saying stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. Clark, unfortunately, isn't a good offensive ball. She plays read and react. I don't know if I'll say Clark isn't a good offensive player, like, because that's her game is offense. You know, she's not necessarily a lockdown defender. But the read and react thing, like, definitely 100%. I think teams have, you know, figured out the scout. But she always traditionally she's adjusted to that. She adjusted to it last year, so I think great players adjust. They find a way, and I think Caitlyn's gonna find a way. Like, I don't think this is the end of Caitlyn Clark. I'd be foolish to say that in the middle of her second season, especially like she struggled at the beginning of her rookie year. She struggled. Seemed like the defense had her figured out. She found her way around it. Like basketball geniuses always find a way around it. It's like I think Trae Young, Caitlyn reminds me a lot of kind of Trae Young and stuff like that. For real, for real. And Trae always figured it out. Like he always, every time they figured some, like, okay, Miami shut me down in the first round after we made our Eastern Conference run. Trae came back the next year and was like on some different stuff. Like every single year, like he just makes little tweaks in his game to like stay unstoppable, especially offensively, to dominate the ball offensively. I criticize Reese for how she acts and presents herself. I used to do that at LSU. Like, well, not present herself, but like the like yelling and the trash talk. Like, I just, you know, I'll be like, okay, like she be doing too much sometimes, bro. Like that's how I was feeling. But now I don't care about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like the debate and the criticism has gone so like beyond basketball. Like I just stopped even caring about it. And I was like, bro, like people don't even realize I didn't really kind of even like Angel Reese like that at LSU because she was just doing the most. So I was like, now they call me a Reese fan because I'm black. And I say like Angel Reese is a good basketball player because people are like, she don't even deserve to be in the league. And I'm like, how? She was on All-Star last year. Like, what are we talking about? She's in good off ball. She's comparable to LeBron. Clark and Reese are dealing with coaches who don't understand their games. I feel like Angel's figured, like, I don't know if Tyler Marsh and Angel have figured out kind of a sweet spot, but I don't know. Recently, it looked like they found a sweet spot or stuff like that. Yeah, you know, LeBron has never had to really do too much off ball his entire career. That's why he just bring the ball up. You know what I mean? I'm hard on Reese because she's got potential, but after the injury, she refused to work on things to help expand her game. I don't know if that's true. I feel like she's shooting a little more mid range. And on Rivals, she was shooting threes, which you know what I'm saying? We ain't never seen that before. Not at LSU. Maybe in high school she was doing it. I don't know. I haven't watched enough high school films to know if she was doing that. I knew she was more of a point forward in high school, and now she's going back to point forward for real now. This year with Tyler Marsh, she's kind of been including her in those actions since the preseason. But yeah, I think she's expanded her game a little bit. Like I said, I didn't expect her to be this dominant on the glass as she was at LSU. because like those kids in the SEC are just much shorter. I didn't know she was gonna be this dominant on the glass, and she has. So I salute it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out Angel Reese, bro. Shout out Caitlin Clark too. Like I said, Caitlin gonna figure it out, dog. Like, cause she figured it out in the past, and great players always figure it out. So we'll see how Caitlin looks after this groin injury and stuff like that. LeBron is a read and react player. He has the same flaws. He has a ball in his hands all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he never had to be Klay Thompson. He never had to be Rip Hamilton. You know what I mean? Like in Miami, I think that was the closest time where, you know, and a lot of those times you just post up. Like Wade got the ball, whatever. Brown just post up. If he wasn't just on the side waiting to get the ball again, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Certain players, they don't have to necessarily be like, you know what I'm saying? Because they always have the ball in their hand. Because that's where they're most effective. And the offense is built around that, and that's how they work on their game. So there's that. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. It's about to be Thursday. I have like a half day tomorrow, so excited about that. You guys probably won't have to wait as long for the re-uploads and everything like that, clips type stuff on the channel tomorrow like you did tonight. Appreciate everybody's patience. And then Friday, man, we got the start of All-Star Weekend. We got the dang slap thing in town, bro. The slap little thing where they go like this from Dana White, Ultimate Slap. That's in town on Friday night. I want to go to that, but they got me off. Like I wanted to go for work, and they was like, "Stop trying to work on your off day." I was like, "Dang, bro, like that's something I actually want to go to." So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be there because I ain't trying to really pay because I want to go on some on Saturday too, and a lot of expense stuff, business, personal business, and everything like that. Recently, someone like a Clark or Page, like a ball dominant guard. She had that in Kennedy. Well, Kennedy more of a scorer than just like a traditional guard and stuff like that. Like a distributor, like a Paige is, and Caitlin is a assist leader and stuff. But Caitlin can pass the ball really well. I remember Kennedy was like, "What does Caitlin do besides pass the ball for real? For real?" Caitlin can pass the ball. She said, besides shoot the ball, shoot the 3 ball. Caitlin can really pass really well. I've always been a fan of her passing, dog. Her outlets down, you know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Love type stuff, man. I like Caitlin's passes. If Angel played with someone like that, like I said, Kennedy Carter is the closest name, bro. Kennedy was I feel like she was the perfect partner for her. Carter's a scorer. He's talking about like a distributor type deal. I hear what you're saying. That's what I was saying. But I felt like she was the perfect partner for Angel Reese, dog. Like they had that 2-man game on lock. Like when Kennedy was hot, couldn't nobody stop that 2-man game, dog. Clark can shoot and pass. She's very supportive of her teammates, 100%. So you're talking about like someone like an AT? AT is a distributor, like because it ain't many of them players in the WNBA that's just like as equal great scorers as they are passers. You know what I'm saying? So it's not many of those players right now in the league. Carter was a perfect partner, but they still needed a point guard that can control them. Oh yeah. So you saying like have Carter in the backcourt with the perfect point guard, and then kind of go from there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, like I said, I got a half day tomorrow, so I should be good with upload times. It shouldn't be that late in the day. And then Friday, I'm off, and then it's the start of All-Star Weekend. And then I don't know when the game is. I guess it's Saturday. So should be a good weekend, man. I appreciate everybody's patience. As always, my name is Rashad Milligan. If you're new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. I like it. I like AT, but these old guard women are LGBT. They have abort. Hey, but AT can pass and score just as like you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's one of the only players that can. Only other players is really on that type of level for that. For he said you good, bro. But yeah, man. Have a good afternoon. Have a good day. Nobody else told you today. I care for you. I will be live again tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll be live again because I'm live each and every single day on this channel. Shouts out to Zero. Shouts out to SSB. Shouts out to Nate. Shouts out to Flip back in the chat tonight, man. Appreciate all y'all. Thanks for the participation. I shall see you again tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves.
Rashad, why you
Anyway.
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
Trump, lit.
What's up,
in it,
Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.